大家好, and welcome to Short Stories, brought to you by the Taichung Keda Language Center. I'm your host, Martin. Today's short story is called The Embarrassing Truth. It's not really a story, it's more of an explanation of an emotion that we all experience at some point in our lives. Embarrassment. What is embarrassment? Why do we have this emotion? Why do my hands sweat when I have to give a speech? These are all questions that will be answered in today's episode. But first, I'm going to read the vocabulary and the vocabulary example sentences. Next, I will read the story, and then after that, I am going to give you 4 listening comprehension questions. Let's get started. Vocabulary. Negative. Negative. People who have a negative attitude towards life are usually unhappy. Personally. Personally. I want to thank my teacher personally. Occur. Occur. A car accident occurred at dawn today. Reaction. Reaction. Beth broke down and burst out crying in reaction to the bad news. Morally. Morally. What you did wasn't illegal, but it was morally wrong. Realize. Realize. I finally realized what John had said was nonsense. Engage in doing something. Engage in something. This company has engaged in many illegal business practices for years. Do somebody a favor. Do somebody a favor. Will you do me a favor and open the window? Wear off. Wear off. The medicine will wear off in a couple of hours, so don't worry. Shame. Shame. Karen felt great shame at having failed the exam. Awkward. Awkward. Mary looked awkward trying to eat pizza with chopsticks. The vocabulary has ended, and now I will read the story. Anger, fear, shame, regret, and embarrassment are all familiar to everyone. We usually think of embarrassment as a negative emotion, but recent research suggests that embarrassment may actually have benefits long after its sting wears off. Embarrassment may be caused when we personally do something that appears to others as breaking social rules, or when we forget the name of someone we just met. It can also occur when others feel embarrassed, and we then feel embarrassed for them. In any case, the feeling is much the same: sweating, flushing, stammering, and fidgeting, sometimes accompanied by a silly grin or nervous laughter. Perhaps the best overall description of our reaction to embarrassment is feeling socially awkward. Though it is considered less serious than shame, the feeling that we have done something morally wrong, most people feel that embarrassment is best avoided. They may be wrong. Psychologists have come to realize that the flushing of our cheeks during embarrassment, which cannot be faked, is a sign to others that the person is honest about their feelings and probably less egotistical as well. These social scientists also have evidence that those who blush easily are seen as more open to others. They will probably not engage in cheating and therefore would make better spouses. The next time you feel embarrassed, try to remember that you may actually be doing yourself a favor, even if at that moment you might wish the ground would open up and swallow you. Now for the questions. Question 1. Which of these is a common behavior associated with embarrassment? A. Fidgeting. B. Flushing. C. Stammering. D. All of the above. The answer is D, all of the above. In case you are wondering, fidgeting means using your hands and fingers to play with objects or even your own clothing or hair. It is a kind of nervous behavior where you try to distract yourself or someone else by playing with something. Flushing means your cheeks are turning red, and stammering means that you are speaking incoherently and not finishing your words or sentences. Question 2. How do most people feel about embarrassment? A. It's best to avoid it. B. It is something to enjoy. C. Embarrassment only happens to other people. D. Causing embarrassment in others is fun. The answer is A. It's best to avoid it. Question 3. What have psychologists realized? A. Embarrassment is very bad for you. B. Embarrassment might actually be good for you. C. Embarrassment is a sign of dishonesty. D. Embarrassment is a useless emotion. The answer is B. Embarrassment might actually be good for you. Question 4. Why do socially awkward people make better spouses? A. They are dishonest. B. They probably won't cheat on you. C. They make a lot of money. D. They usually come from good families. The answer is B. They probably won't cheat on you. That is the end of today's episode. I hope you learned something a little bit about embarrassment and why you should not feel so terrible when you feel embarrassed. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.